The second episode of Severance Season 2 reveals how long the Innies were awake during the overtime contingency protocol. The story of Severance follows multiple co-workers, Mark, Helly, Irving, and Dylan, who all underwent the severance procedure, which splits their work memories from their personal life memories. Therefore, while on the severed floor of Lumen Industries, they essentially have no idea what their outside lives are like. However, at the end of Severance Season 1, Dylan enacted the overtime contingency protocol for his co-workers, which woke up their Innies in the outside world. After the dramatic events of the Season 1 finale, many characters have returned for Severance Season 2. The cast of Severance Season 2 includes Adam Scott, Britt Lower, John Turturro, Zach Cherry, Trammell Tillman, Patricia Arquette, and Christopher Walken. While the first 2 episodes of Season 2 haven't provided answers to all of Severance's mysteries, Episode 2 did reveal how long Mark, Helly, and Irving's Innies were awake during the overtime contingency protocol. Severance Season 2 confirms the overtime contingency lasted 39 minutes. Mark, Helly, and Irving's Innies experienced the outside world for 39 minutes. When Mark's Innie woke up in the real world at the end of Severance Season 1, he was at a party at Mark's sister's house. Therefore, in Severance, Season 2, Episode 2, titled Goodbye, Mrs. Selvig, Mr. Milchick, who has been promoted to manager of the severed floor, visits Mark's outie, his sister Gemma, and her husband, Rick Ken. During their conversation, he informs them that the overtime contingency protocol lasted for 39 minutes. This means that Mark, Helly, and Irving's Innies all had 39 minutes to find the bearings in the real world and tell someone about what is going on at Lumen Industries. This didn't work out very well for Healy and Irving, as Helly's outie is actually Helena Egan, the daughter of current Lumen Industries CEO James Egan, and Irving seemingly didn't make it to Bert's house in time to talk to him. However, Mark's Innie successfully planted seeds that everything at Lumen is not what it seems. Do the Innies remember everything that happened during Severance Season 1's overtime contingency? The overtime contingency protocol made for a thrilling Season 1 finale. The premiere of Severance Season 2 reveals that Mark, Helly, and Irving's Innies remember everything that happened while they were in the outside world. It's interesting that Lumen doesn't try to manipulate the Innies so that they don't remember the events of the night properly. Milchick is constantly lying and playing mind games with the severed employees, but in this case, he and his superiors at Lumen Industries allow them to remember exactly what happened, while the Innies do remember what took place during the overtime contingency protocol. Mark and Irving's outies do not remember anything. However, since Helly is actually Helena Egan, she is aware of the events of the night. In the immediate aftermath of the overtime contingency protocol, Helena does damage control for the actions of her Innie. The 39 minutes that the overtime contingency protocol lasted will certainly have lasting implications as Severance Season 2 continues.